I'm going to walk through the same problem. I'm just going to do it a little bit differently. This will show that, one, we can do things in different ways and still get the right answer and the same answer. And it might be a manner that's easier for you anyway. 3/5 x plus 2. So this is the same example. It's the last example we did in class today. Instead of doing it the way I did last time, I'm going to get the common denominator for these two fractions, which is 15. So 5 times 3 is 15. And I'm going to multiply both sides by that. So I'm going to do 15, and when I say both sides, I have to multiply the entire side by. If you were to multiply, so if we had a scale, this drawing will be worth something someday. If I had a scale and I had a triangle and a circle here and something here, but they're equal, right? If I multiply, so this would be the same thing as triangle plus circle equals x. If I were to multiply x by 2, I can't just multiply the triangle by 2, right? Because then I'd have 2 triangle plus 1 circle. I have to multiply the whole thing by 2. So I have 2 triangles and 2 circles, and that would give me 2x. So I have to do the same thing. So I have 15 times 2/3 x minus 3. I have to multiply it by everything in there, equals 15 times 3x over 5. I hope that's just to show that 3/5 times x is the same thing as 3 times x over 5. Okay? It wouldn't be the same if I put the x in the denominator. Then we're dividing by the x, but that's something different. Okay, so then if I multiply this through, 15 times 2 is 30. 30 divided by 3 is 10x. And 15 times 3 is 45. So 15 times 2/3, if you wanted to go through this, 15 times 2 is 30 over 3 times x. That simplifies to 10x. 10x minus 45 equals, and the nice thing is when you multiply everything by the common denominator, and if there were more fractions, you would have to multiply all those together to get your common denominator. The nice thing is you'll end up with all whole numbers. You get rid of all your fractions. Okay, so on this side, 15 times 3 divided by 5. Well, it doesn't matter which order I go in. It's easier for me to divide first, because I know that 15 divided by 5 is 3, whereas 15 times 3 is 45. 45 divided by 5 is 9. It's easier for me. It doesn't matter which way you do it. You can do 15 times 3 and get 45, and then divide by 5. But if I do 15 divided by 5, that leaves me with 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So either way, I'll get 9x. Just one way is easier for me. If it's not easier for you, then do it the other way. That's fine. We want to do what we know. 15 times 2 is 30. Okay, so now we can just do some simplification. I'm going to go ahead and subtract my 9x from both sides first. And 10x minus 9x, that leaves me with a single x, minus 45 equals 30. And add 45 to both sides. And that leaves me with x equals, because those cancel out, 75. Which, that's exactly what we got in class, and that is exactly what we got on the other video as well, if you watched that. I hope that helps.